Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn 2.6 Science and Spirituality for Standard 10. This is a very encouraging lesson. See from the beginning. Science, it is related to the practical application, and spirituality is related to the theory. So we'll see part 1. We often witness conflict between two groups of people. We must have witnessed such type of conflict of different two opinions of two groups, one that believes in science and the other that believes in religion. So there are two groups in the society. One group believes in science and another one group believes in religion. So they follow religious principles. They have faith in religion. And the people who believe in science, they are not ready to accept that there is a creator, that there is a God. Dr. Kalam was a great scientist. This is indisputable. So there is no doubt. Everybody has to accept it that Dr. Kalam was a great scientist. But he was also convinced that fact and faith can together create a better planet. Though he was a scientist, but he was also sure that fact and faith, both the things, that religious is related to faith and fact is related to science, both the things can together create a better planet. So if we follow both the things, our planet will be better. He once told me, science and faith must coexist for the human good. So once Dr. Kalam told the writer that science and faith must coexist for the human good. So if we want to make the humanity or the society good, we will have to follow both the things. Science provides focus. Focus helps us to solve questions, discover the truth, and conceive inventions. Conceive means form or devise a plan or idea in our mind. So according to him, science provides focus, that is concentration, and this focus helps us to solve our questions, our difficulties, our problems, and discover the truth, and to find out what is the reality, and conceive inventions. So you must have heard about the proverb that need is the mother of invention. Faith provides perspective. Perspective means view, particular attitude towards something. And this perspective helps us to see how our creations and discoveries go on to impact a combination vital for the success of societies. So according to the writer, and he was told by Dr. Kalam that perspective, that is a view, that is an opinion, particular attitude towards something, helps us to see how our creations and the discoveries go on to impact a combination vital. Vital means important, essential for the success of societies. So in this way we can succeed our societies. Science accelerates. Accelerates means increases our speed of progress, and faith curbs it within reasonable limitations. And the faith curbs means controls, means keeps something in within limit, it within reasonable limitations. If the two functions true to their roles, if both the things function truly to their roles, they will work together for the betterment of humanity. So, in this way, we can have, or they will work together for the betterment of humanity. A good kind of human being will be there in the society wherever we are staying. So, in this way, Dr. Kalam accepted both science and religion. So, according to him, both the things will create a good kind of humanity, a better kind of humanity, because he already told us that science provides focus, concentration, which helps us to solve our difficulties, which helps us to solve our problems, which helps us to discover the truth and conceive inventions. Faith provides perspective, that is, a view, particular attitude, helps us see how our creations and discoveries go on to impact a combination vital for the success of societies. Science accelerates progress and faith curbs it. So, with the help of science, we can increase our speed of making progress. And the faith and the religion curbs means controls, keeps in within limit of reasonable limitations. If the two functions true to their roles, if both the things function, perform, do true to their roles, they will work together for the betterment of humanity. Dr. Kalam's own life was nourished by multiple faiths. So, see, this sentence is in passive voice. What sentence? Dr. Kalam's own life was nourished by multiple faiths. In this sentence, passive voice is used. Means object is important. What is the object? Dr. Kalam's own life was nourished by multiple faiths. So, in this sentence, Dr. Kalam's own life is an object and subject is multiple faiths, that is used in the end. Therefore, the given sentence is in passive voice. The same sentence will be turned into active voice as multiple faiths nourished Dr. Kalam's own life. Understood? His father, a boatman, means Dr. Kalam's father, who was a boatman by profession, and he served as an imam at their local mosque. So, here it is mentioned that Dr. Kalam, who was from a very poor family, his father was a boatman as well as served as an imam at their local mosque. And his two best friends were from two different religions. So his two best friends means Dr. Kalam's two best friends were from different two religions. One of them was Christian and another one was from Hindu religion. One was a Hindu and the other was a Christian. Pakshi Lakshman Rao Shastrigal was the head priest of the famous Rameshwara temple. and a Vedic scholar. So one of his best friend, whose name was Pakshi Lakshmana Shastrigal, he was the priest by profession. He was the head priest of the famous Rameshwara temple, and he was known as a Vedic scholar also. It means his friends were also scholars, they were also priests. So, though these three, Dr. Kalam and his two friends, that is Pakshi Lakshmana Shastrigal and the Christian friend, he was also a priest. So his two friends used to believe in religion. So there is no doubt that Dr. Kalam was also used to believe in his religion, but they were good friends. And the Reverend Father Badal had built the first church on Rameshwara Island. So another one, his Christian friend, his name was Reverend Father Badal. He had built the first church on Rameshwara Island. So these three were good friends. Dr. Kalam recalled means he remembered well how all three of them, in the unique attire of their religion, though these three were from different religions, used to sit and discuss the community's problems and find solutions. So Dr. Kalam remembered well that these three friends, including him, were from different religions, but they used to sit unique at one place and discuss the community's problems, that what problems do the communities face, and they try to find the solutions for the community's problems throughout the nation and the world. They need to have a frank dialogue among cultures. So Dr. Kalam says that throughout the nation and the world, all over the world, there was a need to have a frank, free dialogue, discussion among the cultures. Religion and civilizations is felt now more than ever. So at that time when they were discussing, they used to feel that these three, culture, religion and civilizations, should be discussed. When asked where he got his humility from Dr. Kalam, so when he was asked where he got his humility, humility means the quality of having a modest or low view of one's importance. From Dr. Kalam would always attribute it. Attribute means regard something as being caused by it to his father. So whenever he used to mention his opinion, he found that he got his humility from Dr. Kalam, would always attribute it to his father. In him, he saw how simplicity and divinity could go together. So we know that Dr. Kalam's father was a boatman as well as he served as an imam. So when Dr. Kalam looked at his father, he came to know in him he saw how simplicity and divinity could go together. Even though his father was a boatman and Dr. Kalam went on to become the President of India. So here it is clearly mentioned that Though Dr. Kalam was from a very poor family, but he worked hard. He faced his difficulties courageously, and he reached till the highest post in the country, that is the President of India. So, in his childhood, he had observed in his father that he had observed in his father how simplicity and divinity could go together. That his father was very simple, simpleton, one may say, and his thoughts were of very high level. They shared the same values in life, and from that time they shared the same values in life. Both believed that if one leads to a spiritual life, both of them, Kalam's father and Dr. Kalam himself, believed, had faith that if one leads a spiritual life, then that spirituality can lift them out of any kind of confusion, misery, or failure. Means what? They believed that if they follow the principles of religion, if they have a faith, if they believed strongly and leads a spiritual life with the morality, if they apply the same principles in their life, it is sure, it is definite that spirituality can lift them out of any kind of confusion, that this spirituality will not allow them to have any kind of confusion, mess up, or misery, that is trouble, that is lot of difficulties, even or failure also. They will not have any kind of failure. They will be successful wherever they try. Why? They have the qualities of hard work. Again, they work consistently. So, because of these qualities, the person will be successful. So, it is the experience of Dr. Kalam, who was a great scientist, and he reached till the highest post of our country, that is the President of India. So, in this part, we have seen that both the things can go together, that is science and the next religion, if we follow both. So, in fact, we will have to find out that the science provides us focus, and focus helps us solve questions, discover the truth, and conceive inventions. But the faith, that is religion, provides perspective, view, our opinion. It helps us to see how our creations and discoveries go on to impact a combination vital for the success of societies. It means if we follow both of them, it is definite, it is sure that we will be successful. There will be no obstruction, there will be no difficulties, there will be no option. We must be successful. We will see the remaining part in the next lecture. So today we have seen 2.6 Science and Spirituality part first. Thank you.